What's up everyone, Kai-Fi here, back with another video. So today I'm just going to be going through a quick tutorial of how to use the shape tools in Photoshop. So right off the bat, I have the rectangle tool selected. So the rectangle tool, if you click and drag, will let you draw a rectangle out on the screen and fill it with the color that you have selected. And then it's going to pull up this properties page where you can edit the width, height, X, Y, positions, and different aspects of the shape you just drew. So that's just a very generic shape tool. And if you go over here and right click on this rectangle down in the toolbar, it's going to pull up different tools. So here's the rounded rectangle tool. So it's going to have a rectangle with rounded corners. Let's see. There's the ellipse tool, which is going to let you draw circles, ovals, anything of the sort. And as you can see, it's always going to pull up that property page to let you change the properties of the shape you just drew. Another quick note, if you want to change that color inside of the shape after you've already drawn it, you're going to want to rasterize the shape to let you edit it. And then you're going to want to choose whatever colors. Let's say I want to do it blue, or make it blue, pardon. You're going to just use this paint bucket tool, click right on that shape, and it's going to fill it in blue for you. So it's just a quick, simple way to change the color of the shape. You can push Command Z to undo that. But yeah, or if you want to change the color of what is outside of the shape, just click outside of it with the paint bucket tool, and as you can see, it's going to fill in everything with the color that you have selected. So, I mean, there's nothing too crazy about these different shape tools Photoshop provides. They're smooth, they look professional, and they're easy to use, which I love when I'm making designs or UI for different things. As you can see, there's a polygon tool, there's a line tool, which lets you draw a line. So sometimes it's hard to freehand a straight line. So this is going to let you draw a line without having any mistakes or jagged edges or little squiggles in the line, because oftentimes when you're freehanding a line, it's impossible to make it exactly straight or exactly smooth. So this is a useful tool. And then other than that, I wanted to get into the custom shape tool. So many people might not know that Photoshop has a big library of custom shapes for people to use. So right now I have an arrow selected, so it's going to let me draw an arrow. But if you click this little drop down up here that shows the arrow, it's going to give you different options. So here you can see a library or a folder of leaf trees. If you click that, it's going to show a bunch of different trees that you can use. So let's try the olive tree. So we're going to click that, exit out of that menu, click and drag, and it's going to draw a tree for us. And as you can see, I mean, it looks pretty detailed. It looks pretty professional, with different leaves jutting out of the tree and different roots down here. So yeah, it actually looks pretty cool if you're trying to make a design with trees. There's awesome choices. But other than that, it provides a lot of generic icons. So if we go down here to legacy shapes and more, let's just go to all legacy default shapes. It's going to have a lot of folders to choose from. So symbols, shapes, web, tiles. So let's look at what it has for symbols. So it's going to have a woman symbol, man symbol, airplane symbol, help symbol, check mark symbol. So I find all these very useful if you're designing user interface buttons or UI elements to use on an app, a website, or anything of the sort, where you need different icons to represent different buttons that take people to different places. So you could use this help button to take someone to a help page or a helpline. You could use this question mark and put it next to a questions text element, so someone can click that button if they have questions. You can use just anything of the sort. Recycle, if you want to make a recycling montage or collage of why to recycle, you could use these icons. Radioactive, nuclear. I mean, there's just the icons Photoshop offers almost seem endless. There's just so many. I mean, arrows, if you, like I showed you before, there's a ton of different arrows. Animals, it's going to give you little icons of dog, cat, fish, bone, bird. If we go to legacy default, it's going to give you banner, grass, flower, envelope. I mean, so if you want to make a little cartoon pardon me, if you want to make a comic book and you've drawn out a little guy with a comic book effect and you want to add a little blurb bubble, boom, you can use this this little speech bubble and add some text to it. And there you go, you've got a little blurb of speech. So yeah, I would definitely recommend checking out the custom shape tool, as well as always utilizing line tools, rectangle tools, ellipse tools, when you want things to look professional, smooth, and uniform, because having UI or graphics that are uniform and look professional can go a very, very long way. So thank you so much for watching. In this video, I just dove into the shape tools provided by Photoshop and the awesome library of custom shapes that Photoshop provides. I hope you learned something, and I hope I influenced you to go check these out and make your graphics just that much better. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day.